Absolutely, because there's no wrong move for the child.
Yeah. Yes,
Everything
exactly.
everything is, I will do this and I will see what the result is. Absolutely
Yes.
everything is that. And adults have two problems. Number one, they fear the consequences of what they do, and they're 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 trapped within their own ego of, I think I know everything, or I don't want to discover what I don't know. And this is why a child will pick any book off the shelf and have a look at it, but an adult will be highly selective. But what you're doing by being highly selective is highly rejective.
Mm.
You're actually rejecting more things than you're actually selecting. And that's a child will walk into a room full of people and see everyone as interesting, everyone as someone fascinating, everyone as someone they can talk to. An adult will walk into a room and be highly selective, and maybe for a
Mm.
good reason, maybe for a good reason as well. Maybe they know that some people are good people and some people are bad people, but still that will be in their mind to be selective about things. And that selection or limitation will affect their choices in life. Look at how children take Lego and just constantly build and rebuild and reconstruct things from it. And adults could do the same, but they tend to have a problem with actually being creative, and they have a problem with the unlimited possibilities that exist. If adults have a set of instructions, they will follow them to get to the end, but the children will just take every path and every road that they can find to see what will happen, because everything is an experiment and everything should be an experiment as well. Um, and we get this trained out of ourselves as we grow up, and as we get older we tend to experiment less, sometimes for logical reasons that we already know what the result is going to be. If I jump from the wall and it's too high, I will hurt myself, and I don't want to do that, right? But children tend to take the risk anyway, whatever the consequence, and as a result, they tend to learn a lot more. Well, children will speak to people that adults would never speak to, and as a result, the children can learn more and build friendships. It's the way that they are. So yeah, you've got to keep this curiosity and this idea of discovery alive. It's just it's extremely important for for just having fun, right? Adults adults tend to be predictable a lot of the time. Sorry, but we're predictable. Like
Mhm.
you know what a person is going to say or what a person is going to do to a certain extent. And with children, it's very different. They will almost always surprise you with how they view things or how they see things or what it is that they think. It's often said that if you are feeling depressed or unhappy,
Mhm.
what you need to do is to be around children, because children have a natural way of exploring the world, which means that those emotional states of being depressed and unhappy don't really exist for them, because if something doesn't work, they're like, oh, okay, on to the next thing, and see what that does. Children only get frustrated or bored when they're limited. They might be limited by their own abilities. They might be limited by other people around about them. But that's when they get frustrated and annoyed, and that's when problems evolve and develop.